Taurus, welcome to your Intimate Tarot reading. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to know why I read Intimate Tarot, specifically sexual energy, it will be outlined for you in the description box. Heads up, if you are someone who is sensitive around the topics of sexual energy, sexual identification, or descriptions that are sexual in nature, this is not the message type for you. Pass it up. No offense taken. I would never ask you to watch anything that make you uncomfortable or runs contrary to your values, because you will take nothing from it. Literally. And that's true in any of all tarot, so if you don't value it, don't watch it. Most people watch Intimate Tarot because they're curious. They want to learn more about their sexual energies and how it relates to them as individuals, and thus their relationships. Usually one leads into the other. Sometimes I will see somebody on their own, and they contemplate their sexual energy. Is it ready? Is it inclined? For other folks, I see their sexual energy just starting to unfold with someone else in a brand new relationship. And folks who are, well, in an established relationship and have been for decades. And what does that look like now? That kind of thing. I never know. But the idea is that we're here to learn. And I operate from the philosophy, the more you know. That's it. That's it. But like always, regardless, take what resonates, leave it does not. These are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate. If you were paying for a private reading, yeah, it had better resonate. As it were, I'm reading for many, many Tauruses, okay? So it may not be yours. And if it's not, that's cool. Check your other placements. You'll find yourself in there somewhere. Now, let's start by pulling you an overview. This is from the same makers who made the tarot deck of sexual magic. I'm glad that they gave it an oracle companion. Healing. Some of you are learning to heal your sexual energies. Okay. Recovering your sexual energies. Healing. Tuning into them. I don't know. Healing is a comprehensive concept when it comes to sexual energy. Healing your sexual energy with someone else, healing within you, giving it time to rest, or opening up and exploring it. These are all aptitudes of healing. Okay. But healing your sexual energies. What you're trying to recover from or enter into, I don't know. But either way, don't rush the process. Be open to yourself and who you are. What is it you're learning from your sexual energy, or what is it you have learned from your sexual energy? Is it ready to close something off? Is it ready to open something up? Okay. How does your sexual energy make you feel? Do you feel that it's being cared for, cherished, and loved? And what lessons have you learned around that? What are you participating in and not? Are you ready? All that stuff. Show me that Taurian sexual energy, please. Show me that Taurian sexual energy. Show me that Taurian sexual energy. And also there is a very basic fundamental concept in there about sexual energy. Good sexual energy is healing in and of its own right. It is restorative. There's that too. Hopefully you are experiencing that. Show me that Taurian sexual energy, please. Show me that Taurian sexual energy. Show me that Taurian sexual energy, please. I read Capricorn and Virgo first today, just to kind of switch things up a little bit. Capricorn killed it. That was nice. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, no, I don't like that. You know, it's one thing seeing the Ten of Wands for you in kind of like your regular readings. I don't want to see it in your sexual energy. I don't. I mean, I know Ten of Wands and Taurus, they go hand in hand, but... not hand in... we're not past the 10-minute mark yet. I caught that one. I caught it. I caught it, though. I caught it. I can't say the special words until after about 10 minutes. So I caught it, though. You know, I was going to say Taurus and Ten of Wands go hand in hand, but not Taurus and the other. No, we don't. Okay. King of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Moon. Okay. I hope there's some progress in there. I'm rooting for you. That's your master symbol. Okay? I'm rooting for you. I hope it... I do. I hope it goes somewhere. I do. I want it to. Your offer in terms of depth and intensity and the legitimacy behind your Ace of Pentacles in terms of your sexual energy is like saying it's the real deal. Okay? And so it is. I know you know that. You know that. And there's something in you that's... You are restless in terms of your sexual energy. It's not able to really explore or open up right now. I got you connected to someone who's like Break. Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Someone who is resting and or healing their own sexual energy towards you in their own right. They could be a little disconnected from you right now. I don't know. It's hard to tell. King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and I was like, oh, I got a little perky there. Because it's like, oh, there's some communication there. And it's coming from a big heart space there with that King of Cups. Emotional energy, sexual energy is all in there. Eight of Wands, I got some exciting communication. The Moon. So either we don't know yet or we're contemplating it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm rooting for you. I'd like to see some shift for you. You would like to see some shifts for you. I don't want anyone to experience their sexual energy like that for either of you. So what's going on? What's going on? Just back it up. Just come on. Come on. I've been waiting. There's a reason I saved you for last, so just back it up. Let's go. I want to give you all the space you need. Give me all your grievances. Let's go. Just lay it out, honey. Just lay it out. Some of that Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. Come on. Show me a big old fat pentacle. Whatever that is to you in your sexual energy. Some of that Ace of Pentacles, please, for Taurus. Come on. Come on. Come on. You tell me you got the goods. Show me you got the goods. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. You give me all the messy, frustrated feelings you have. Let's go. Ace of Pentacles. Let's go. Queen of Swords. The Chariot. Huh? Okay. You're doing something. You've made up your mind. It's firm, but it's kind of like a cautionary firmness. Okay. You're doing something. You made up your mind, and you are presenting something, i.e. that Page of Pentacles that's been with you. So I don't know what you're presenting, but you're moving something forward. Small way, nothing crazy. You reduced the size of the Ace of Pentacles down to a page. In other words, it's a serious concept to you, but whatever that serious concept is in terms of offering something of yourself, sincerity, and its strongest form, you kind of whittled it down to a page. Okay, it's like, okay, this is where I'm going to start. All right, cool. I'm happy to see that you've made up your mind about something and you are moving things forward. Right now, you're keeping your sexual energy detached from this, whatever it is. It's kind of like saying, I have made up my mind. King, Queen of Swords, they don't play. Once they made up their mind, they tend to do things. And so you are. There's the Chariot. This is our swiftest but strongest vehicle, the one that we know is going to carry us through. Okay? Page of Pentacles. What you're investing in, I don't know. But you took this, which is sizable, and you're like, I'm going to make this manageable. Small investment. I've made up my mind. So you have. Good. Let's see what you're going to do. Oh, you got it. What are you going to do with it? That's like, well, you got the goods. I mean, what you going to do with it? It kind of feels like that. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Let's do it. Let's see it. And so far, you haven't showed me emotionality towards this. It's just like I've made up my mind. And while the Chariot, I grant you, is water, it is sincerity. I don't know what you're putting into it. And that's the thing with earth signs that irritates me with you guys, the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know what's in there. I just know that you have broken off a piece of it and you're putting it forward. So let's take a look. I don't think you're breaking off a piece of your sexuality, no. But it's something that's meant to represent you on the intimate side, even though you're trying to keep yourself personally detached from it. It's interesting. Let's say a Ten of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. So again, it's coming across as caution. Maybe you don't want to get your hopes up. I don't know. Let's see that Ten of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. See that Ten of Wands, please, and the Page of Pentacles. I do know your sexual energy is frustrated and it doesn't have much release, or it looks like it doesn't have much release right now. That's where it would like to release itself. The Lovers, the Eight of Wands, there's that communication. Six of Pentacles. Okay, Chief. You got it. Blessings, peace unto you. Do it. You got it. Okay, you got it. I know you're saying it's hard. That's why I believe whatever this is that represents some form of you, again, I would love to know what that Page of Pentacles means to you. But I can kind of see why you broke it down into a smaller piece. It's something that you say, this is what I can manage. Because yes, I am frustrated. Yes, my sexuality has not had much room to express itself, and that's because you're working through something. You are trying to deliver some small piece of yourself as an investment of sincerity that goes beyond the sexual energy. That's in there. Oh, I see it. It's right there. I see it. And I think that's why you're being cautious with it. You're saying this is hard for me to do, but I'm going to do it. So that Page of Pentacles is coming across as a form of sincere effort, a sense of peace, communication of peace and balance, but it's with a strong connection here at the Lovers. So I think that's why you're showing me caution. Okay, and the Lovers' journey for Taurus continues. Yes. Okay, here we have the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, which I saw right here, and the Six of Pentacles. We're going to balance. So this is what you've done. You made a determination to put your sexual energy aside for this. And so I'm going to invest in it, practically speaking, first in the interest of balance and communication. Cool. So you got a plan. You got it. So I was wondering why you were showing me. Okay. 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 I authorize this. So you are trying to leave your sexual and emotional energy out of it in the interest of balance with a strong connection. And I think you're trying not to get your hopes up. However, your sincerity is in here, so I know you mean business. And I also know it's important to you because you took this sizable chunk that is your Ace of Pentacles and you broke it down into something that you feel you can manage, and is coming out in the form of communication. And it's coming out in the form of communication, the interest of balance and nothing more. You're not making any presumptions. You're not making any assumptions. Okay, cool. So you have a method. You're sticking to it. There's that determination, sincerity, the drive, and then the actual deploy. So when you're deploying that Page of Pentacles, I don't know, but I think I applaud your effort. It's real. And it's practical, yes, but I can kind of see why. There seems to have been a little upset between you and your person. And it's almost like you're saying, I don't know if you want this, but I just thought you might like it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. So it's interesting. Let's see it. However, I'm not making light of it. I can tell this weighs on you heavily. And it's tying down your sexual energy. It's tying down your emotional energy. I got it. I got it. Okay. Are we making an offer to heal? Is that what that is? Everything begins with the self. So long as you feel that this is a good consolidated effort on your behalf because it feels right to you and it feels healing and restorative to you, then the answer is yes. Okay. Okay, let's see that Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. All right. All right, let's see this person's beef. What's going on? Yes, that did sound like a euphemism. Okay, well, I didn't mean it that way. You know how I meant it. Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please, and the Four of Swords for this person. Show me this Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Okay. They have a strong truth in them, sharp mind. This person does. There has been things that they have been working on privately when it comes to you, specifically their thoughts when it comes to you. They have left their own particular... This is stuff you're not aware of at all. It's very quiet and it's very internal. So this person has what looks like some very sharp energy in terms of intelligence, very smart, and there's just some things that they've been trying to avoid, and they are coming to terms with it. I'm sorry, I can't see more of their energy beyond that. I just know that they have been resting on their own particular thoughts and when they think about you. Okay. And they have come to a lot of hard truths when it comes to them, what they think about you, how they respond to you, how they feel about you, all that's in there. It's just, it's on their terms. In other words, they haven't communicated any of this to you. So they've, in your two's break and or interim, they've had a lot of time to consolidate their thoughts about their connection with you. That includes their sexual energy. Yeah, I mean, you know, Four Swords in sexual energy is masturbation. So I know that they still have those kind of private thoughts about you in their own time, in their quiet time. Yeah, They still think about you in that way. And that's one of the things they think about. How come they can still get pleasure from you even though you two are disconnected? And they have a lot of private thoughts when it comes to you, you know? And part of them is like, I shouldn't be thinking of Taurus like that. We're disconnected, right? So I know they probably don't appreciate my spilling their particular guts, but it is what it is. If they're intelligent, then they should know. But yeah, even though they're technically broken from you, separated from you, they've done a lot of constructive work in terms of their thoughts, and they stopped avoiding them and turned around and got confrontational with themselves. I really don't know what they concluded. I'm tempted to push further. I am. Let's take a look at that communication, and maybe I won't have to. They've had a lot of private thoughts. They've cleaned up a lot of it. And what they've learned, they keep to themselves. But yeah, they have some very strong reflections of you. Private. Let's put it this way. This person's very comfortable playing with themselves. They don't have too much of an issue with that. And that's fine. Masturbation is perfectly healthy. It's perfectly normal. Everyone should. It helps relieve that energy. Get you more in tune with the body. You know, your own particular body, what your standards are for yourself, and how you feel your weight around yourself, and how you feel about your own body overall. These are all good things. They're all healthy things. They're all normal things. But yeah, this, you know, it's, when it comes to the sexual energy, it's extremely private, and they've had a lot of thoughts about it. Other than that, I can't really tell. But yeah, let's keep cracking. Let's switch on over to that King of Cups. It's interesting. The energy is kind of tight. That's what she said. Let's see that King of Cups, please. Let's see that King of Cups. Let's see that King of Cups. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, the King of Cups twice. See, that's what I'm saying. That's where all the flavor is. That's where all the flavor is, right there. Boom. Look at that. King of Cups over the King of Cups. Huge heart space here. Huge. The Knights of Pentacles, the Empress, the King of Cups. It's a lot of heart in there. A lot. A lot of emotions. It's misgiving, isn't it? But then again, why would you know? It's looking like you two are disconnected. So when they are alone, because this is a lot of, this is my time, this is my internal time, don't disrupt it, quiet thoughts, go away, leave me alone, right? So this person has a lot of mental activity in here, but it's quiet. And when they are consulting with just themselves, they can be very critical. They're very critical of themselves and their thoughts, and if not aggressive with them, okay? This person likes to clear up their avoidance issues. They're very confrontational. And they question a lot. But when it comes to the heart space, for you, it's huge. Huge. They love you. Very much so. Their emotional energy is extremely honest. Very. It's very self-claiming. It's very self-possessive. So the King of Cups doesn't do anything that he doesn't feel is true. So this, it's here twice, and there you are, the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles. This person loves you the way you are, as you are. They see you as someone who is, well, the Empress. Okay. And Knight of Pentacles, you're also headed in that direction. Okay, your sexual energy as well as your emotional energy heads in their direction. You crave it. Slowly but surely you move in that particular direction. It's not about the speed here. It's about the quality. And there's a lot of quality in this. A lot. And I have a sneaking suspicion, given that King of Cups is here twice, that you both kind of perceive each other as the Empress. It's equal value. The only difference here is that someone moves in their heart more slowly, And someone's very comfortable with who they are. And the Empress in Sexual Tarot, she's tops. This is someone who has exclusive sexual energy. It's like saying exclusive rights, or the person whom I deem my equal is allowed to access my sexual energy. Okay. And that's why she is depicted in this deck as being half naked. It's because she's secure with who she is, not with who she isn't. So here we have sexual security in someone who is very comfortable with their body because they know who it's supposed to go to and no one else. You know, and when you have that kind of energy and you know who you are and you know what you're about and you have that kind of huge heart space, you have a lot of comfort in who you are, and there's no hesitation there because you know who you're supposed to give your love and your sex to. So you two have a very strong idea of who each other you are in that respect. I think both of your hearts call to each other. One of you is slow in the heart, the other one represents more of that maternal, emotional generosity, but other than that, you two feel the same. Strong heart, strong sex, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's beautiful. And the exclusivity thing here is real. As I feel this way about you, and just you. And that's very attractive, right? And there you are in your particular night, going in your own speed. I see you headed in this direction. So that might be why you broke down the Ace of Pentacles down to a page, which then goes to a knight. So you're saying you're getting more comfortable communicating this or to it and working your way towards it. Okay. Because I do see the communication here twice, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. You have this notion that if you invest in this way, we can kick off a communication and a balance. But again, no assumption at this time. There's a so private. This is very, very private. Let's see that Eight of Wands, please. Let's see that Eight of Wands. Let's see that Eight of Wands. Let's see that Eight of Wands, please. You would know this person best. This may or may not be true for this person. In this deck, the Ace of Swords is a wee bit different. Let's see if we can get in there. Okay. So here we have the representation of kink. Somebody might be interested in special forms of expression. But yeah, you know, you would know that person best if someone's a little, you know, aggressive. They like to do special things with their special person. That's true for some of you, or rather that person. You know, this person might identify as someone who's very comfortable with sexual pursuit, you know, but again, they seem to tie it specifically to you. Things that they would like to do to you. You tie that Taurus to the bed. Show them what's what. That kind of thing, you know? Show me that Eight of Wands, please. Show me that Eight of Wands. It's... Well, like I said, they have a lot of private thoughts that they enjoy. And, you know, that's fine. It helps put them into a good place. Into a good restorative place. Let's see that Queen of Wands. Judgment. Okay. Okay. It is a judgment call to come back to this. It is. It's a judgment call to come back to this. To communicate. It is well received as far as I can tell. In other words, your plan works. It is a judgment call to come back to this. I don't think you two drifted so far apart that you can't come back is the idea. Really, honey, when I'm reading tarot, all I care about is motivation. Are we respecting ourselves? Do we know what's right for us? And it takes a certain level of bravery to admit that this is what I know is right for me. This is something I have to do. This is something I got to do, right? It's always admirable. And your two reasons for breakage is breakage is breakage. Okay. But I see the communication here about one's decision to come back to this. And you already opened up with it right away towards whomever this represents with the Lover's connection. And the interest to balance. And I more or less see you roughly communicating that. Perhaps I should leave this alone. Perhaps I shouldn't be talking to you. Nevertheless, I choose to. And it is a choice. It is a choice, and it's a choice for them to respond. That's what they're saying. Well, it's my choice to respond. And I want to. Okay? That's all I got in terms of your two's communication. Your deployment and their reception of it. The motivation behind it is so much bigger, as is typically the case for most energetic readings, you know. What we as humans do with it are completely two different things. These huge feelings, these really strong connections that can drive us crazy. And then there's what we as humans do with it. We try to make sense of it, compartmentalize with it, and knowing that there's a drive in it we can't quite understand. Nevertheless, we feel compelled, you know. Ask the first person to ever climb a mountain why the hell he did it, and he'll be like, I just had to. It makes no sense. Why would anybody do that? For fun? There's some drives you just can't explain. You just know you have to do it. And whatever this is your particular mountain that you have to climb. But you're also saying, I have to climb it. Everything you did up until this point makes perfect sense to me. In terms of your movement, what you're offering to the size, quantity, value, and even the opening position of, yes, this is hard for me, but I'm going to do it because if nothing else, Christine, I need a balance with the fucking thing. And I don't expect anything else to come after it, but you're saying right here on your opening, this is something I had to do. I don't disagree with you. You've been into alignment. The only reason you're not in alignment at the opening is because you're not in alignment. That's your start point. You want to get into it. And everything about your plan says it puts you into alignment. So that's why I'm agreeing with it. I think it's correct. It's when you don't interact with it is when you're out of alignment. And you know it, right? That's why you feel compelled to do something about it. This is why you feel compelled to climb this particular mountain. Because you're saying it's a fucking mountain. And no one else can climb it but me. And that's absolutely correct. So long as I see you making decisions that are correct for you, because they are, then I'm going to encourage you. As far as I can tell, you'll be doing this relatively soon, if you haven't already. But yeah, so we've got some healing here. And everything begins with the self. I can see they've been doing healing in their own way. It's something that if you open lines of communication, you might want to ask them about it. So what have you been thinking about this time that, you know, whatever, it's like, you know, just like what, I mean, this is what I learned, you know, like, so what have you been thinking about? Because I have to say, they have a curious mind. They have a very curious mind. It's sharp too. I don't dispute that. And they're confrontational, if not a bit hard on themselves. Okay. But they have a lot of private thoughts about you. Let's see that moon here. I'd be very curious about that. I'd like to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. Let's see the moon, please. Let's see the moon. Let's see the moon. I mean, not all of them are about self-satisfaction, obviously, but you're very much part of their private thoughts. And they learn from it, too. They learn from it. So it's active learning, so that's good. Show me the moon, please. Show me that moon, please. Show me that moon. Show me that moon. Nope. Let's try that again. On the split, Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Feeling broken from the heart space. I.e. broken heart. That could be another thing. Why they've, when they're in their own private world that you don't seem to be part of, is that they're detached. They're trying to keep themselves detached from you emotionally. That would explain all the sword energy. The moon, there's that Page of Pentacles. Oh, so this has been cooking with you for a minute. The Emperor. Oh, yes, indeed. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so this has been running around in your background for a while. I'm not giving you shit. It's just there's a reason there's a smile on my face. It's because that Page of Pentacles, no matter how seemingly small, no matter how small, guess what? It's been under your moon for a while now. So you've been thinking about this for a while. You had the solution with you for a while, but you had to kind of chew on it, right? Yeah. We had to kind of chew on it, and then there he is. There's the Emperor at the Wheel of Fortune. So you've been building up to this over time. Becoming more empowered. So some of you haven't pulled this pentacle yet. Like a trigger, you haven't pulled that particular trigger pentacle yet. For some of you, it's still sitting in your moon. You're still working through it. I really... Because the Ace of Pentacles with you guys, it throws me off every time. It means something different to each and every one of you. The Earth can put a lot into this. Anything is in there, honey. Your love's in there. Your frustration's in there. Your hopes are in there. Your lust is in there. Your love is in everything. Anything. I don't know. I never know what it is. Okay? It's what makes sense to you guys. And it's sizable for you. And then I see you purposely whittling it down to a page, so you can make it a manageable construct, and that's very Taurus. This is what I can do, practically speaking. And when you guys start shaping plans, that's where I can see it. And so in your Page of Pentacles, in your plan, you admit that it's hard. But this is what you've arrived to. But this is what you've arrived to. The Lovers, Eight of Wands, and Six of Pentacles. No assumptions. None. But I would like to balance this if I can give it a chance. And then look at what's behind it. It's just so beautiful for the two of you. It's incredibly beautiful. Okay? You want that feeling and you feel it. They do too. It is a decision to communicate, and it's a decision for this person to respond, and they do. I don't, and then they slip out of that sword energy really well when it comes to you. I don't think this is who they are. I think this is what they're like when they're by themselves and they reflect upon you. Keep their feelings out of it. Just try to look at it mentally. Yeah, sometimes it goes into an intimate place. But if they're as big as feelers, I think they are, it would explain why they can be, or try to make themselves be detached when they're by themselves. And this was cooking under your moon. I think you know a lot of these things about this person. I do. That would explain your careful consideration, your careful approach. It's borderline methodical. But you've been brewing on this little Page of Pentacle plan for a long time. It's so funny because you're trying to keep it down to this, like it's no big deal. But it seems to be your particular mountain. So, it is in the interest of healing. Where it will go to after this, I could not say. I just see them choosing to respond. And that sword energy, that detachment, that coldness, when it comes to you, it's just they can't maintain that. It's just not who they are. The feeling's too big, and the passion's sizable too. But again, I think you know these things. After this, I could not say. I do not know. I don't know what your motivation is for whittling that thing down to a page. I don't know what your motivation is for balancing it, other than the fact that you love them. And perhaps that's it. That's perhaps the only motivation you and actually the both of you need. Perhaps all that was ever really needed. Okay? I mean, it's pretty... Two of you, when you take away all the other stuff, this is what it boils down to, boys and girls. That's it. Just the full open heart of love. That's it. I believe that's you. Dare I presume, with the Knights of Pentacles. It might take you a minute to find your way around your heart, but it's reassuring that theirs was there. It always was, right? And I don't know that you presume that you can get those feelings back, but I see the motivation behind it. It's just love. Sexual energy kind of goes without saying, but I don't see either one of you addressing that. Their passion points back to you rather quickly, I must say, when you communicate with them again. So it makes me think this person's very strongly attuned to their feelings, but when it's just by themselves, they chastise themselves. Shouldn't be thinking about Taurus like that. Don't think about Taurus like that. It just, that sword energy, all that sword energy feels alien to me. It doesn't, I just don't think that's who they really are. But I also think you know that. Okay, let's wrap it up. Well, we get to wrap it up. Is there anything else in here I don't know about long-term, honey? You still haven't deployed your page yet? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune's attached to the Emperor here with empowerment. So the empowerment is that you're waiting for a little bit more time. So I don't know what that means for you. But that's when you break off with that page. So I don't know. It's with you, though. The plan is as good as executed. It's just you seem to think it's a matter of time. I just don't know what the time is to you, though. Okay? Because otherwise it's a very straightforward plan. But what's Taurus without a mountain? You know? What's Taurus without a couple of mountains? Would you even know that you were a Taurus? This is Taurus. When Taurus has a mountain, you have a couple of options. A, you could go around like most people do. But you're like, I shouldn't have to go around. I kind of want to go straight through it, but at my own pace. That's you, though. I mean, that's you. It's like, yeah, but going around it is what other people do, Christina. I kind of... that mountain's on my path. It's because Taurus has a completely different view of the pathway, right? If a mountain's suddenly in your pathway, like I said, most people just go around it, but you're like, no, the mountain's on my path, though. So... The mountain can move around me, but I'm not going to move around it. Why would I do that? That's too easy. It's just who you are. So like I said, what's Taurus without a couple of mountains, you know? But I like it. There's some very simple healing behind it. Very simple. Can we just measure up? You know? I should have known, really, right here, because this is more or less what this looks like. I told you this person responds. They choose to come back and respond. And here we have a figure of a male in the background with flowers, and she's opening up towards him. In other words, she's saying, yes, let's agree to talk. So here we have the method of healing. So here we have a tentative, careful approach, and she's responding from a place of, I want to, and sensuality, and I'm comfortable with you, that kind of thing. So that's more or less what this was, guys. You know, that's pretty much what that is. It's like, okay, let's talk. All right. What happens after, Christine, what happens after that? I don't know. You haven't put out your page yet. So put out your freaking page. Then get back to me. I'll see you in a couple months. Okay, for Intimate Tarot. Eight of Cups. Okay. Ace of Swords. The Hermit. Ah, there's the big gun. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was waiting for. I saw that Ace of Swords attached to this person. Okay. Okay. They're quite a busy mind, aren't they? There's an Ace of Swords twice. This person is very comfortable looking at hard truths. The Hermit, Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. They are getting familiar with their own particular truth and healing themselves towards it. So that's why I see that. That's why I see it. Ace of Swords. So you don't really know what they've been up to since your two have been breaking, but they've done a lot of work on their thoughts. And yes, they understand that they have been trying to emotionally distance themselves from you. That's why they keep showing me sword. When they're around you, it's King of Cups, it's Empress, it's Queen of Wands. When they're by themselves, it's King of Swords, King of Swords, King of Swords. Emotionally detached from Taurus. So I just don't think sword is who they are. I think this is someone who's a very strong emotional being, but you know this. And so when they think about you, it's an automatic chastisement, but then they indulge in it a little bit. They get some sexual relief, okay? And then they have to reinforce the whole thing all over again. Nope, you gotta detach. Nope, you gotta detach. And they're familiar with this particular process, and it's taken them a minute. It's not easy for this person to emotionally detach. That's why I see them being so hard on themselves. They're not good at it. That makes me think this is someone who is an emotional being, like I've seen down here. a couple of times, and that's who they are. That's just who they are. But when in the absence of you, they really struggle to get acquainted with an alien feeling, to be emotionally detached, and they're not good at it, bless them. You know, I'm an emotional being too. I get this. It's when you operate from the heart like that, like I think this person does, you have to go out of your way to be like, oh yeah, that's right, I don't like them anymore. Shit. And you have to kind of remember that every day. So that tells me, I told you, it felt so alien. It felt really alien to me. I just don't think that's who it is. But, you know, when it comes to you, they have to be harsh on themselves. You know, they're wise. They're very wise. But it's not their modality. It's just not their modality at all. Yeah, I know. But I don't know what's going to be after you happen. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going to happen after you deploy your page. I have no clue. But yes, no, they've thought about you a lot. And it's not in hate. It's not in anger. It's more like a reminder, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be emotionally or sexually attracted to Taurus anymore. Shit, it's another day of that. That kind of thing. And it's a process. Bless them, they're not very good at it. I can't give them shit though, because neither am I. So I kind of understand that struggle. I do. Let's see what else we got going on here. Eight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, King of Wands. It's kind of like, so we knew, I'm going to go ahead and guess this was you. You knew you had the passion here. You knew you had the passionate goods, right? But in terms of the Eight of Swords here, Four of Pentacles, we also understood to some extent we were holding on, but we couldn't really understand why with the Eight of Swords. And this is where we typically see that kind of self-imposed blindness, is because we can't access our feelings. So I know that you were familiar with the fight for this situation. That's a no-brainer. You also knew that you were holding on to some extent. Okay, but the idea is why? We couldn't quite understand our feelings. Why we're holding on to this. Why we still kind of have that persisting passion towards this. Where is that coming from? And we couldn't see it for a while with the Eight of Swords. And possibly even resisted it for frustration with the Five of Wands. Ugh! Why am I holding on to this? And why do I feel so strongly about it? And I still don't know what those feelings are. I just know I have intense feelings and I don't know why. Ah! You know, yeah. Well. It's not just them, honey, like I said. It's in you too. It's in you too. It's not just them, it's you too. That's why. That's the big mystery. It really wasn't a mystery, guys. It's love. It's love. Perhaps you were slower to arrive to it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Are you doing what's in your best interest now? Yeah, or you will be relatively soon. That's what I care about. So we went from misalignment to okay. Let's get back on board with us. I can't guarantee results, which is why you're showing me caution. That's very wise of you. But this is something I gotta do. Probably the both of you. Okay? Alright, nah, that's enough. I can't see past this, guys. Until I see that page deployed, I don't think I can see past it. I don't know when. But you seem to have an idea, though. You deserve love. Yes, of course you do. Okay? You also deserve the passion. You know? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Do what it is you need to do. Okay? That's it, really. You deserve love. And this person's got it for you in spades. That's what I'm saying. That sword energy felt so damn alien and I couldn't figure out why. It's just not who they are. When it comes to you, they're not sword at all. They're not. They might be very intelligent, but they're not a sword person. Especially if you have to remind yourself every day, oh yeah, no, I don't, oh right, fuck, I don't feel anything about that. Engagement. So let's take that with a grain of salt. Your love life is being ascended to a higher level of commitment. So as you continue to commit to yourself and what it is you want to do, you experience new levels of engagement. That's what that means. So you have to remember, guys, the oracles are like little bridges between the main story. Okay, so you engage more with yourself the more you allow this energy to come through. Okay, and claim it. You commit more to yourself and you commit more to getting past this particular mountain. All right. Anything else in here, please? 26, the Book of Wisdom. Very good. Okay, we've learned a few things. 15, that's you. the polar bear, that strength. I got to get through this. The environment's harsh. It's not easy. This is not for everyone. I completely agree. But based on your own sense of book of wisdom here that you are trying to listen to and engage in, okay, you're doing right by yourself. All right? You're strong. You got this. That's what the polar bear is, honey. And on the distant horizons, there it is again. That Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor I saw for you. There it is. There's a little plan. Okay, there's the Page of Pentacles again. It's the secret that you know. That's what I'm saying. You know. You know. But you're saying now's not the time. I know when it's time. Now's not the time. I know when it's time. And that's what counts. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps you're right. It's on the distant horizon. I've learned some stuff. Oh, see, I was wondering what that Page of Pentacles was going to take shape as. And there it is. For some of you, it's a gift. It's a representation of whatever that gift is to you. I saw this and I thought of you. Or I heard about this and I was thinking of you. Something like that. It's wrapped up in a gesture, but it's real, it's physical. It's something. And it can come in a form of communication. That's also a gift, especially if that didn't go over so well last time. That kind of thing. Okay? All right. Anything else in here, please? Let's do... I'm very curious. Well, of course, this is subject to change, and it's different. Let's see if we get an idea of that timing, yeah? Within a couple of days for some of you. I think that was some latitude, but for what they're saying is sooner rather than later for some of you. Okay? And for some of you, winter. So that's kind of a range between any day now to sometime over the winter. You know? Something like that. It just, I mean, I don't want you guys to be, because I saw such sexual intensity for Virgo. I got descriptive towards the end because the image of oral sex kept coming back to me. I'm like, Virgo, honey, look, I appreciate a good oral like anyone else, but there's something in that for you. It's like it kept coming back right towards the end. The image of sexual oral sex is so hard for that particular... towards the end of that Virgo reading. And then, you know, let's see, with Capricorns, it was just like, oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. And yours is like, yeah, it's in there. I know it's in there. Duh. But I can't put that at the forefront. So it goes without saying, guys, that yes, the sexual energy is here. That's part of the lovers. And I know that when somebody is this heart forward, their sex is in their heart. Okay. So in other words, they can only have that kind of, especially with the Empress energy, it's very exclusive. The idea is that my sexual and emotional energy is tied to you and just you. It's very specific. So it goes without saying, but neither one of you is showcasing that. Not yet. And you already know this. That's part of your little Page of Pentacle gig over here. You know that's not supposed to be at the forefront. And in their response, I have to tell you though, but then again, if you know this person, it's not a surprise to you. The response is that's very sweet. I was thinking of you too. You see what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. This person's not very good at disconnecting. I know they try, bless them. They've tried to be there. You can do it. Disconnect. They're not good at it. They're not. So yeah, they still have those strong feelings. They do. But again, I think you know that to some extent. Otherwise, I don't think you'd be trying. Okay. Generous. The idea is to be generous at this time. That's the medallion of Leo, but it's on the reverse. So it says generous is the key word here, to be generous. The letter Z. The Eiffel Tower. Yes, all things are possible. Even though the Eiffel Tower represents the ideal romanticism of love and its creation of it is still built in reality. In other words, anything's possible with constructive effort. The heart with the Narcissus cap, yes, we're currently not in a state of healing with this person, but the idea is that we want to be. And there we have the deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and also that sense of reservation, shyness, or just caution. Okay? Anything? The Z? Just Z? Okay. F. Optimist. Keep your optimism. Okay. And then right now, there's no grip on this octopus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in reverse, but no tentacle grip on this. There's no sense of grip. There's no sense of badness or dependency attached to this. It's all free will here. Okay. There's no tentacle death grip. Nobody has to do anything. It's because two people are choosing to. Not because they feel that they have to, but they choose to. All right. And the letter F. Okay. All right, Taurus, honey, I hope this helped. Good luck to you and your person. Let's get past that page first. And it looks like the response is good. All right, on both sides. It's been building up in you. I can see the restlessness in you in that respect of trying to understand why you've been holding on to this and what you can do to kind of reapproach it and or rectify it. They've been in their own world doing their own thing. I think I dug into that pretty well. But yeah, once the communication begins, it's kind of evident that there's a strength of heart on both sides. And I don't know. I guess you two take it from there. All right? Just take it from there. See what happens after that. All right, Taurus, honey, I hope this helped. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.